Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today, welcome to our severe weather slash tornado coverage here. I missed a lot of tornado warnings earlier. I do apologize for that. Right now, we do not have any active tornado warnings at this time here. What we do have going on is a severe thunderstorm that is entering the Raleigh area. I do have family members that do live in Raleigh, and there's a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's a pretty intense line of storms going right through. Starting to see some wind damage reports coming out of from radar scope here. And as you can see here, a very intense bowing out segment, especially look at that bowing out on the northern inside there. We're also getting some hail reports, some pea-sized hail reports coming in, and we may be starting to see some notches trying to come up. I mean, look how it just bows out just like that. That's pretty crazy. Um, we do have other severe thunderstorm warnings going on back down into South Carolina and Georgia. Augusta, Georgia is in a severe thunderstorm warning. And looks like it's just for a lonely thunderstorm. It's not along the line, but it's close to it. And I do not see any rotation with that cell. But I think the main story for right now is be taking a look into around Raleigh, which they're right now getting slammed by a severe thunderstorm right now. But it seems like we're starting to get some indications of very strong rotation coming in a little bit. Yes, very strong rotation coming up here, and it's a lonely shower on the outside of that storm. And uh, and again, it's a very intense line of storms here. Um, I'll go ahead and take a screenshot here. And show you guys to it on Twitter. Should probably set that up as well. Intense line storms near Raleigh. How's that spell? So yeah, we're starting to really get some hail reports. It's also moving very quickly too. It's moving very quickly. Oh wow, that thing is hauling right now. Moving very quickly. Right now the velocity is just not working on here. But it's a very intense line of storms. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what the line is looking like from radar scope here. So here you go. Here's your squall line coming in here. And there's a segment right here. And it's just bowing out like crazy. And it's moving very fast. So gotta be very careful. We'll probably be seeing some wind damage reports coming in. You can see here some wind damage reports coming in. These are also hail reports coming in, pea-sized hail, though. Even some back in here, too. They're coming in. But again, it's a very intense line of storms here. It's just bowing out right here, and I'm going to be highlighting the areas that could probably have the worst of it right there. And it's going to be there, and it's not going to take long for the line of storms to get there, but very intense line of storms there. So that's an area that we really have to keep an eye on. In Raleigh, you're almost in the clear of these storms here. You're on the back edge of it. Yeah, that Boeing ass segment is just moving very fast. It hit Raleigh about 3 minutes ago. It's already passed, pretty much. So yeah, it's this section right here, the storms here that we gotta watch here. You can see there's a little kink in there too. It's a very dangerous line of storms. Here's what it looks like on here. You see that bowing out segment there. And I'll go on ahead and add another tab here, and we'll get the velocity to be pulled up. Welcome to anyone that's going to be joining the stream here. But again, I do apologize for coming in late. Realized there was a lot of severe tornado warnings earlier. Again, there's your new severe thunderstorm warning that's popped up there. Again, it's a very tense line of storms there. See that purple shade that's just popping up. Now that's some strong winds, but it can all. Yeah. It's called RF. I don't know what that stands for. Rear flank. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure what that pronounced, but let's move on to the SPC Outlook here for today. We do have an enhanced risk along the east coast of all the way up into Raleigh, North Carolina, all the way back down to Tallahassee or Dothan. The tornado threat is there. We also got damage to wind threat, which has been expanded a little bit. Now heading right towards the east coast. No hail threat to it. But and again, there could be some supercells that could be developing right in front of this thing here. As we go later in the day here, those storms will be really getting its act together. And we do have a different radar view as well, so here's our tornado warning from earlier. Actually, our tornado warnings there. Which right now, I do not see any tornado warnings at this time. Refresh the page here. As you can see there, it's expired. Got watch for some of these cells right here. So there's Augusta, Georgia there. That's in the severe thunderstorm warning. Uh, and I've heard Spartansburg, South Carolina got hit by possibly a tornado earlier, which is way up here. Or Spartansburg. So yeah, that's not that's not really a good thing at all. At least we do not have tornado warnings at this time here, but I'm still outstanding about this section of storms. You can see it just picks up speed just like that. That's a dangerous Boeing segment there. Yeah, no other tornado warnings at this time. We are getting hail reports coming in, a lot of pea-sized hail. We're actually getting some half-inch sized hail reports coming in. Wow. Yeah, half-inch sized hail. Yeah, that's something else. So half-inch sized hail with a Boeing segment, that's not a good scenario. So that severe thunderstorm warning is going to expire in 32 minutes. And again, there's no active tornado warnings at this time here. We did have a lot of them earlier. So you keep in mind of that. We do have widespread flash flood warnings on the backside of all this stuff here for like portions of South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and even extending up into Virginia now. Getting some of those with all that rain. And again, I do apologize I was not here earlier. Seeing lunch and then looking onto Twitter and seeing all those tornado warnings that popped up. We'll probably see another pulse of that. See there with their tornado warnings here. Yeah, look at all those tornado warnings that happened earlier. Now, Spartansburg, tornado warning. I'm wondering where that's at in this list here. Happened not too long ago. North Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Georgia. Here's this tornado watch here. A couple tornadoes are possible, oscillated hail up to small, more marble sized. Scattered gusts up to 70 miles per hour is also possible. Yeah, yeah, there was a tornado warning for Spartansburg, South Carolina. Here's another tornado watch issued about 2 hours ago. It's a very large area. Few tornadoes is likely. Isolated hail up to marble size and widespread wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour is likely. And yeah, that's not really good. There's someone I know from Twitter that he lives in this area here. He got a very close call there. There was actually a tornado there, possibly. There was a very strong rotation there. Yeah, radar indicated. Yeah, look all these tornado warnings here. We'll see if any new ones pop up as we scroll up here. Yes, we do have a new tornado warning. So this tornado warning is actually in effect for Augusta, Georgia, which is a large city. Martins, Groovetown, Trenton, um, Erica. Man, I can't pronounce some of these names here. So it's an effect for a large population. We're talking about 336,000 people, 80 schools, and 9 hospitals. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's see. It's on this radar here, and it looks like it's going to be that storm right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the page. Yeah, that storm is really starting to. Didn't show rotation earlier, but now it does. It is still severe warned. Yeah, we got. Yeah, we have some strong rotation here going on here, so we got a nice inflow and some RFD going on here with this storm. It's not confirmed, which I should be able to show you guys on a. So I'm going to move this image over here, add a new tab, move over here, go over here. We'll pull up the velocity scan. Uh, we'll pull it. Yeah, that's the one we pulled up. We'll take a look to storm. As you can see here, there's some areas of rotation right there. As you can see here, it's going to be very hard to see since this is a very small storm. So you got your reds kind of going in like that. You got some green kind of going on here. So you got rotation. It's a very small area. It's also a very small storm. Uh, it's right here, and tornado warning kind of extends like this, like that. It does include Augusta, Georgia. So if you live in Augusta, Georgia, you take shelter immediately. So no other active tornado. Oh yeah, we do have another tornado warning. So this tornado warning is in North Carolina. Um, so it includes Franklin and Nash counties in North Carolina. So this is going to be nearby. This is going to be just northeast of Raleigh. Raleigh, you're in the clear. So let's go over there. We're going to refresh the page. It should pop up in a little bit. So basically your area of rotation. So here's Rocky Mount, uh, right here. Your area circulation would be right in here, and your tornado warning box is a little bit small. It's basically stuff like that. That's where your tornado warning would be. I don't know. Rocky Mountain, you should be in the clear with that tornado warning. It shouldn't miss you to the north. I'm going to look into reflectivity, and we do have a little bit of a notch going on there. So yeah, so we got two tornado warnings right now. Going to look into social media if we do have anything else going on here. Oh yeah, we did have a tornado warning earlier in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I missed that too. That's what actually got my attention. It was by Charlotte. So yeah. Again, just looking through social media, see if we got any reports of a tornado. So just looking for here. Looks like we do not have any reports of any tornadoes here. Yeah, so good news is we do not have any reports of anything. So we'll kind of go back to Twitter. I'm surprised that tornado warning box is not coming up on that radar loop yet. It should. Hasn't done it on there yet either. Because I got the auto update off. Should turn it on. Yeah. Yep, hasn't even come up yet. So we're currently refreshing all the radars here. Again, how it's really moving fairly quickly. You can see how it picks up speed. There's your tornado warning box in North Carolina. So yeah, something to really keep an eye on. So that needs to be kept an eye on. You know, it looks like the rotation. Yeah, the rotation's there. I can actually see it right there where my mouse is. So right towards the end. There we go. Sorry if I sound a little sick. Got a little bit of a cold. So I'm lucky enough to have no school today and tomorrow. Just to let you guys know here. So we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. So we did get a severe thunderstorm warning in South Carolina. So right now we're just kind of going back and forth and taking a look at these areas of rotation here. So we got two active tornado warnings. We got one in North Carolina. Meanwhile, there's another one from Georgia, and it should be crossing into South Carolina. Yeah, it's a mess in there. Up in North Carolina. Take a look at Augusta. Oh, I accidentally hit airplane mode on my phone. Don't ask me how to do that. Turn that off. Yeah, we still got a little bit of rotation with it. But eventually that's going to be getting engulfed in the line of storms there. Looking to velocity here, we do have some damaging wind storms here. I do believe that line of storms up in North Carolina could probably last for a while. Um, it'll be getting Rocky Mountain that severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, the rotation is pretty strong in there. There's a notch in there too. Yeah, pretty nasty notch there. If there's a tornado in there, it should be visible. Yeah, these tornado warnings will go on for a while. We're expecting this severe weather event to go throughout the rest of the day today. How much longer will I stream? I have no clue. But oh boy, there's not too much going on. If you guys got any questions, you could put in the chat. We've been going on for 22 minutes on the stream. Yeah, we still got some circulation going on there, so we'll probably have another tornado warning come out in a little bit. And Red Oak, uh, Enfield, what what a, what occurs? I've got to really keep an eye on this. This is in North Carolina I'm talking about. Let's see here. Just looking back and forth on the radars here. Alright, so all of a sudden we got a little bit of stronger rotation. So right now Augusta is in the clear with the tornado threats. Now Murphy Estates, Belvedere. We have Clearwater, you should be in the clear. Should miss you guys to the north. Nose is running. I mean, yeah, look at that very intense line. That's a pretty sharp cutoff there. You see how intense that squall line is right there. Rotation kind of go, your rotation's right there. And eventually we should get a tornado warning. So basically in the path of this possible tornado, I put a box there in the path of the severe stuff here, which I believe would be going on for a while, would be about right there. Raleigh's in the clear. We got new severe thunderstorm warnings all the way back here. Flash flood warnings for the Charlotte area. Expect some more flash flooding issues in this area right here. There's probably at least some flood warnings, not flash flood warnings back there. You can tell that it's very visible, your rotation there, right there. It's pretty visible on here. Yeah, that rotation's now past that tornado warning box. Looks like they're not going to continue it, or they may issue another one. Let's see. We'll see what's going to happen next with it. Uploading a picture of the velocity scan. Alright, so they just updated the tornado warning for that south. So right now, Augusta, Georgia, you're in the clear of the tornado threat. And you're also out of the tornado warning, so you can get out of your shelter. But the severe weather threat isn't over yet. Columbia, South Carolina, gotta really watch this very closely. Yeah, that's a really robust storm there. So here's your air rotation will be right in here. So basically, your tornado warning box at this point here is cut off to there. So Augusta, you're in the clear. Martine's there. City there. Trending, you're not in the clear yet. Murphy Estates is getting near. Clearwater, I think it'll miss you. Should miss you to the north. So that's basically your update there with that storm. Why are we zoomed in so far? How come I have two? You can see there's the updated look there. Still radar indicated. There's your tornado warning issued earlier to 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Getting no other tornado warnings yet at this time. We just got two. That's all we got. Alright. If you guys got any questions, you could go in and put in the chat. Here's your probabilities again. Say when they update it next. So it's going to update at 3 o'clock. So it's going to update in about 14 minutes. Yeah, your rotation is pretty visible right there. Because I'm pretty sure this is what the National Weather Service offices use. This is type of radar here, but it's probably uh, high res. In here, there's your new severe thunderstorm warning right there. Yeah, no other areas of circulation along this line here that I can see, but there is some inflow and outflow going on there, so you got to keep an eye on that. This is what radar looks here. Got a nasty line of storms there. We are back here. There's your air rotation right there. It's still there, but they haven't issued another tornado warning on it. So take a look onto. Oh wow, wow! We're actually getting some very strong indication of rotation now. Yeah, we got reds. Yep, that's not good. Let's see what we got going on here. If we got any other things here. Yeah, I do not see any TDS signature. Do not see a TDS. Yeah, the correlation coefficient. That's the one to use. Yeah, there's no indication of rotation. I meant, or TDS, I'm sorry. However, there is a couple of areas to the north. Yeah, that there actually might be two TDS signatures there. There might be some debris going on here. Yeah, there's no trail warning on it, but that's really got my attention. I don't think the rotation is not strong at all. All right, they just expired that tornado warning up in North Carolina. They're not going to continue the tornado warning. Still got a bowling segment along that line though. Yeah, which a new severe thunderstorm warning did get issued just now. Which will go. Why is it off the auto update? Going back to Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, there's some strong indication of rotation there. Would not be surprised if a new tornado warning does get issued for that. So, oh boy. Oh boy. So we got no reports of tornadoes at this time. I'll check on social media on my phone here, see if we got any reports. I'll retweet it if we do. Although we are having some wind damage reports. A lot of flash flooding reports, I gotta say. Looks like we had a significant tornado earlier this morning at Gowlin, I'm guessing is Alabama, near Demopolis. One person was killed. Dang. Alrighty, so we just got a. Uh, it's not new. Never mind. Still got no report off of it though. It's a very healthy cell. We're talking about this cell right here. There's no tornado reports on it, but it does really look like there be something there. Oh wow. Got some flash flooding reports coming out. Gatlinburg has some video. It's pretty bad down there. Yikes. Yeah, we just have some serious flooding issues. We got severe weather. We're about to have a major winter storm. We got some snow going on now in Indiana, Kentucky. If I don't think Tennessee's having it right now. There might be. Again, there's your rotation there. Very fast moving. You can see there's some inflow going into the storm there. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll see if I can pop that up. I don't know. I think this is a few minutes behind, which is not good. You don't want radars having a few minutes behind. But seconds count. You know, it really does count. If you guys get any questions, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. I would answer you guys' questions. But going on for 37 minutes, we still got one person watching. This is cool. Yeah, just severe weather, flooding, snow, tornadoes. I mean, this system's creating a lot of problems. Major flooding problems coming in from Greenville, South Carolina. Yep. Still got that possible tornadoes. Possible tornado. It's past Augusta, Georgia now. We still got that possible tornado signature. Let's see if we got any. There might be something there. There, there might be. See if we got anything going on in North Carolina. We do not have any tornado warnings in North Carolina at this time. Although Rocky Mount's about to get hit by the squall line. So the storm's not that impressive like it was earlier, which is good. That means the storm is dying down, but we still got some damaging winds going on out ahead of it. So right now we only got one tornado warning. That's it. Which says so eventually we'll get engulfed into the squall line. Don't really have to worry about too much. Ooh. So it's only this one right here. So I'll show you guys the radar loop. So this is so right there. It's the one we're talking about. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's gonna be for this area storms right here. A little bit of a Boeing out segment right there. Boeing segments can create some stronger winds. That's what they can do. And I just feel tired, to be honest. I don't think the stream here will last as long as the last one, which the last one was last night. That lasted for about 2 hours. So far on this one here, we've lasted for about 40 minutes. It's good, but unfortunately I missed a lot of things that have happened earlier, like Charleston, North Carolina, they got a close call. Spartanburg, South Carolina, they have a very close call. Spartanburg's right up here. Happened for about 2 hours ago, I believe, or over an hour ago. So it's about 3 o'clock in Eastern time. We don't have to worry about time zones. So uh, where the severe weather event is and where I'm at, we have the same time zone. So I don't have to say Eastern time or Central time. The clock will be down here at the bottom right corner. That's interesting. See how the storm's shaping up. It's getting closer to the line. They're about to merge. It should be interesting to watch. Starting to merge right here. The merging point will be right here. Eventually, that tornado should diminish from that storm, but more storms out ahead of it can develop a tornado like this one here starting to blow up, and this one here too, nearby Columbia. Some pulse storms. See if we got any other new tornado warnings in. No, we do not. There's a tornado warning from earlier. This is the one we currently have, so here you go. Here's Augusta, Georgia right there. Trenton, Valclose, something like that. Here's your state line right here. So right now this is in South Carolina right now in Eureka. I'm not really good. I'm not really good at pronouncing city names. I'm really not. You see here how the storm's not looking that impressive now. Raleigh's in the clear. Now you just have a flash flood threat. Rocky Mount's getting hit. There's your blowing out segment. You can see how it really sped up. Speed up. But either way, it's a windy day out there too. If you go winds gusting times 30 to 40 miles per hour out ahead of the line. I'm sure people wish they would see this right here when it started to bow out like that. Yeah, that especially when it speeds up too. I mean, that thing is just moving very quickly. So we got no indication of rotation with that storm or that line of storms. It looks like the air rotation has pretty much dissipated. Or we just can't see it because of the box. Let's turn off the polygons here. Yep, there's good news there. Unless there's some good news. Do not see any other areas of rotation. There could be one trying to pop up there. So Augusta, Georgia, I got to keep an eye on that. Columbia, South Carolina. We'll get in it soon. I do expect the amount of tornado warnings to pick back up again. I do expect that. Just the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to stream all this. I haven't done the 200 subscriber special video Storm Chasers yet. Sorry if I'm sniffing my nose. I have a little bit of a cold. At least I'm gonna get some snow tomorrow. Cannot wait for it. Yep, I had a few tornadoes this morning. So earlier we did have tornado reports coming out of Charlotte and nearby Greenville, which is interesting. Keep in mind this is earlier, not right now. Oh man. Alright, so that tornado warning has now been expired, so we currently have no tornado warnings right now. We do have quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings, which I'll go ahead and name the counties for it. So for the severe thunderstorm warnings in Georgia, South Carolina, uh, we got Columbia, Lincoln, McDuffie, and McCormick, South Carolina. Oh yeah, Columbia, Lincoln, and McDuffie are in Georgia. We got a severe thunderstorm warning. South Carolina includes Aiken, Edgefield, Lexington, Newberry, and Salina counties. Another severe thunderstorm warning. South Carolina for Fairview, Kershaw, and Lancaster. And severe thunderstorm warning at Georgia. That goes for Glass, uh, Jefferson, and Warren. And then for the severe thunderstorm warnings in Florida, it includes Calhoun, Gaston, Jackson, Liberty, and then the counties of Georgia for the same severe thunderstorm warning includes Baker, Dexter, um, Early, Grady, Miller, Mitchell, and Seminole counties. And then one severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina, that's Edgecombe, Halifax, Nash, and Wilson. I'm not going to name flash flood warnings because there's tons of them right now. We probably got about, man, I don't know how many we got. There's just so many. Which I'll take a look into that squall line down by Florida, which is reaching towards Tallahassee. You know, it's not that bad. Although, no. Yeah, Augusta, Georgia's about to have a mess here in a moment. Same thing for Columbia. So, so yeah. Excuse me. If you guys get any questions, you can put it in the chat. Uh, and again, like I said, I do expect more tornado warnings to pop up. If I refresh the page, this tornado warning has been expired. Shouldn't be there now, unless the radar's old. Yeah. See, there's your new severe thunderstorm warning box there. It's gonna be hard to tell. Oh man, I'm so tired. Oh, okay. So pretty much in South Carolina, the entire line in South Carolina is severe warned at this point. Which we do have the radar right here. Well, that's velocity. Here we go. There you go. Give you guys a good view of what we get going on. There's not too much activity now going on in North Carolina, but I'm sure it'll change later on in the future. Gotta watch for some of these storms right here ahead of it. Those can have a chance to be tornado producers. For example, that one, but right now it's about to get engulfed into the squall line. But I think I'm going to end it here. I'm just getting tired, yawning, my nose is runny. So, unfortunately, I did miss quite a bit of action earlier, and I do apologize for that. But, I'm just going to end it here. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this severe weather live stream. If y'all did like this live stream, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And who knows, I might be back live streaming later on, but we'll see. It just depends on the tour activity. But yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.